You're back with Focus on Africa on the BBC World Service with me, Audrey Brown. Now, over the last week, there's been a renewed effort to find a resolution to Sudan's long-running conflict between the government and a plethora of rebel groups operating in Darfur, South Kordofan, and in Blue Nile states. This week, a so-called roadmap agreement was signed between the government and the African Union High-Level Implementation Panel for Sudan, which is led by former South African President Thabo Mbeki. It lays the foundation for a permanent ceasefire and direct political negotiations. It sounds significant, but it has a major flaw. None of the opposition groups have agreed to sign. So let's talk to one of those groups, the faction of the Sudan Liberation Movement, which is led by Minnawi, who joins us now on the line. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to the BBC.
Why have you not signed the roadmap agreement?
Thank you very much for asking this question. The agreements at the last round of the talk, it was very crucial talks, and also it was the round that ever I join or ever I participate this round, like it was not the fair round, and it was not the fair signatures from what is from the mediator should not sign that type of the agreement.
So what do you want to have in the agreement before you'll sign it?
No, roadmap is concerned the two parties of the conflict, not concern the mediation. And that is why the mediation went signed. It was not concluded to be signed because the papers or the documents is put it on the tables as if saying that take it or leave it to the opposition side.
So you feel like you're being forced into taking part into signing essentially. But,
indeed.
But have you read the documents? Is it what you want?
Indeed, because the documents should be composed by the both ideas from the both sides, the opposition and the government.
So are your ideas not contained in the latest draft?
Some parts of the ideas, but the substantial issues was this national dialogue, because the mediation is going to say that what is going and existing the national dialogue that's going on inside the Khartoum, it is national dialogue, which is not true. That was not the national dialogue, and it is not the national dialogue. Can never be the national dialogue.
So what would make up a national dialogue?
The national dialogue we put in our roadmap, the previous roadmaps. The national dialogue should be start in the preparatory meetings. That's under the auspice of the AU at the place and the headquarters of the AU, in order to address all the substantial issues. After that, the national dialogue to transfer to the inner or to the inside the Sudan.
Now, I know that you've long said that you don't trust the government of Sudan. I'm just wondering, do you trust the AU mediation team that's led by Thabo Mbeki?
No, AU should be impartial parts of the negotiations, and regardless who's led that AU HIP.
So are you happy with the mediation team right now?
The problem, this is what I am addressing now, and also I am describing now, it was the most failure negotiation adoptions that's adopted by the AU HIP last week, when they signed the roadmap, so-called roadmaps, without the main parts of the conflict.
So you're saying essentially that you have no confidence in this mediation team?
Regardless of the confidence, but it was not the true, and it was not the fair way that's to take in these steps by the mediation, because the papers is concerned the two parts of the conflict, not concern the mediation, as long as one party is not convened by this paper.
Thank you very much. That was the faction of the Sudan Liberation Movement led by Minnawi.